Welcome to the Good Life Radio Show. I am not John Robert Quinn. I am Ben Godinez, sitting in John Robert Quinn's seat. So stop looking for John Robert Quinn. He's not here. But we have a special guest in the studio here, and I want to introduce to you someone that you are going to gain a ton of knowledge from. Romacio, say hello, my friend.
Hello, world. This is the California Kid sitting here at the 105.5 with my man, Ben.
Romacio Fulcher. He is the man, the myth, the legend today. In absence of John Robert Quinn, we had enough ego to fill the studio here with him. So, so we're going to unpack what he does and why he's here. I want to thank you for listening to the show today. We do have some good stuff we're going to go over. Romacio, who are you and what do you do?
Man, I am just a little old boy. I'm just kidding. Listen, I live here in Sacramento, California, and I'm a former mortgage broker. I was in the mortgage and real estate business for about 13 years as a broker here in Sacramento, up in Folsom and Roseville area. I actually came to Sacramento back in 1997 to go to college.
Oh. And after you chose Sacramento to go to college?
I did. I'm from the. I did. Believe it or not, I did. You know, I'm actually my parents. I'm from Oakland. That's where we grew up. One of 5 boys. Oh. Mom and dad, they're still together. You know, and I wanted to get away from the Bay Area, but be close enough to where if I needed to get back home to visit and hang out, I could, but yet far enough to have some independence. Right. And so Sacramento was freedom for me, man. I went to Sac State for about a year and a half, totally got caught up in the college lifestyle between the ladies and just losing focus. I never finished college. So I dropped out after a year and a half. I always knew that, that we were going to be very successful. I just didn't know in what, and I knew that, that I would be successful. And long story short, met a guy and got myself, involved in the mortgage and real estate industry at that time. I knew nothing about mortgage and real estate. Mm-hmm. I started off at the very bottom, being trained, and worked my way up. And, I always was a hard worker, but if you would be willing to teach me how to do something, I suppose I'd be pretty successful at it. And so, long story short, man, we killed it. We did really well. Worked from the bottom, worked my way all the way up. Next thing you know, I own my own shop and doing my own things, mortgage real estate broker, and and times were good, But if you remember back then, Ben, even Ray Charles could have made money back in 1998 in real
absolutely.
estate. It was cranking back then, man. So, literally, we had a lot of success. Made millions of dollars annually, many times over, and it was just a great time. And then all of a sudden, the phone rang, and it was a very wealthy friend of mine who had called me up. I'll never forget it. I was at the top of my game in real estate. He called me up and he said, listen, I want to introduce you to someone that's from the industry of network marketing or multi-level marketing. And I said, oh my God.
Uh-oh.
No. I said, listen, I'm not interested. Right. He says, no. You really want to meet this guy. And I got to be honest with you. I was very negative. I was very skeptical. I didn't want anything to do with this industry. I was so negative, If you would have put me in a dark room, most likely I would have developed. That's how negative I was. Mm-hmm. And this friend of mine was very, very wealthy in real estate. He was a lot more successful than me at the time. And so my brain is sitting there thinking, why in the world would he want to connect me with someone? Because he's already proven, right?
And you're already successful in what you're doing. Like,
exactly.
Why would you even try to invite you?
Exactly. But then he said something that for me spoke my language. And that was, he talked about making money on a residual basis and getting your time back. And at that present time, I was in the S quadrant, or a small business owner. Granted, you can make money, lots of money as a small business owner, but you pretty much have nailed your feet to the floor from a time perspective. In a traditional business, no one's going to work as hard for your business as you are because they don't have the same amount to gain.
Right.
So when a friend of mine called me telling me about being able to make money while I was sleeping, hence get my time back, I was very, very intrigued behind that. And so at that point, I said, you know what? I tell you what, I will at least come by to meet this guy you want me to meet. And this guy that he wanted me to meet was making a fortune. Okay. He was making like 80 grand a month passively. Again, 80,000 a month while he was sleeping. Right. Every single month, residual income. And here it is, I'm making zero residual income, but
Right.
we're making a lot of money at the time in real estate. And so I said, you know what, I'll come by as a friend, do you a favor, come by. Maybe I'll be a little seat filler for you or something
Yeah,
like that.
do you solid. I'll help you out to kind of fill the room.
Exactly. But I said, listen, I'm not joining nothing. I can tell you that now. I'm not joining anything. Like I said, I was so negative. And so I showed up, and I initially had planned to be there for about 10 minutes just to kind of do a cameo appearance, to say I made it. But I was completely overly impressed by what I experienced. Wow. I thought I was going to be walking into a sales performance show. I thought I was going to see a guy with some pointy shoes on, patent leather, nice red tie, nice diamond ring.
Right. The timeshare guy, right?
Yeah,
the slick back hair.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be, he was going to be, I thought he was going to do a number on me, man.
Right.
I thought he was going to pull out all his favorite clothes and stuff like that. And that wasn't it at all. And so I planned to be there for 10 minutes, Ben. And it turned out that I was there literally for 3 hours because I was very intrigued. I was skeptical, but like I share with most people, skepticism just means you have unanswered questions. That's all it means.
Right.
And if you got unanswered questions, obviously that doesn't give you an excuse not to get your questions answered.
Absolutely.
And so literally that's what I did. I sat there and asked this gentleman question after question after question to get, my questions answered, and his answers blew me away.
Wow.
Blew me away. He knew his stuff. He pretty much put me in front of the facts, and that's what I wanted. I wanted the facts, factual information. I didn't want any hype, and he gave me enough information that I was super impressed, and literally next thing you know, I got on a plane to go to his house the next weekend because I wanted to see his lifestyle.
Wow.
It's one thing to know the stuff, but it's another thing to live what it is you preach.
That's absolutely right. For myself, I'm sitting here, I'm 28 years old. I've been pitched multiple different MLMs, but I want to hear it from the horse's mouth, from the guy that has lived a life that is successful, that lives the good life. I want to debunk some of these rumors and thoughts that people have about network marketing. People, are sitting in their chairs and going, okay, I want to turn off the station because, the products don't work, or, it works in theory, but not in practice, or only people at the top make money, right? Or there's not enough training. Tell me, what switched you over, man? Tell me the facts.
Well, you know what? First of all, that's a really good question. And I hope you and everyone out there that can hear the sound of my voice will pay close attention to every word that I say. Words are very powerful. And you never know who you're listening to. And I will, first of all, say that I used to be extremely skeptical. I was extremely negative. And so I definitely can relate to the people that have that type of taste or maybe perception. But I also want to say this. As I said moments ago, skepticism just means you have unanswered questions. Spend the time to get your questions answered, and then you can make a well-informed decision for yourself. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to slowly, clearly lay out the facts. Everything that I will say right now is an absolute fact about the industry. Let's take it from the top. Number one, the industry of network marketing or multi-level marketing, how does it differ from traditional business? Number one, in traditional business, you spend money marketing and advertising to promote your product or your service, right? Mm-hmm. In network marketing, it's very simple. We still produce awesome products. We know we live in a very consumable world, and we produce awesome products and services. And all we do is we leverage word of mouth advertising as the marketing engine to promote the product or the service.
You cut out the middleman.
That's all we do. We cut out the middleman.
Right.
We take the same marketing dollars that would have been spent, in a traditional marketing blitz campaign to promote something,
right,
and we pay that to a person like you or I for helping promote it. Okay.
Right.
To be specific, we take 50 cents of every dollar and share it back with you, the actual distributor that promotes that particular whatever it is you're promoting. Does it make sense?
Yeah, there's profitability built in to the price of the product, just like there is when you go buy some cupcakes or a cell phone or whatever it is.
Absolutely. But going further than that, I want to get all the people that are listening to understand this distribution is and will always be one of the greatest business models of all time. All network marketing is, and multi-level marketing is just an efficient or the most efficient means of distributing a product or service. It's efficient, going from A to Z by literally bypassing the middleman.
Right.
Okay, so it makes sense. Number one, Let's go to fact number 2. This industry was started by truck drivers in 1956.
I did not know that.
That's right.
Truck drivers.
This
wow.
industry was born on the premise of making an extra $500 to $1,000 a month. And believe it or not, everyone listening knows who started this industry. It's called Amway. Okay.
Yep.
And what the premise was is that, wait a minute, they needed to make some extra income. They used, we all use soaps and detergents and, everyday essentials. Instead of buying them at the grocery store, why don't we buy them from ourselves, said Amway, and we take, 50% of that and actually pay it out in commissions to the people that help promote it. Make sense?
Yeah.
So it was started in 1956. The industry has grown. Now today, as of last year, the last 12 months, the industry of multi-level marketing, direct sales, network marketing, all the same stuff, okay, did a combined revenue last year of $180 billion of revenue. I said $180 billion of revenue was collectively moved amongst 1,400 direct sales, multi-level marketing companies throughout the world. There's 1,400, okay? And so obviously there's some serious money being made in the industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
But before we get into the money, let's continue down the line of the facts. Last year, about 47% of the $180 billion of revenue that was generated, 47% of that was paid out in commissions last year. So let's just say about $85 billion was paid out in commissions within the last 12 months.
To the distributors of those products.
That's correct.
Okay.
Now, many people say, well, only the people at the top make all the money. Well, let's look at the facts. In the last 12 months, about $5 billion was paid out to people like me, a top producer in their company. $5 billion.
Out of the 47 or so billion.
No, out of the 85 billion.
Okay.
Out of the 85 billion, about 5 billion of it went to the top producers. So that means over $80 billion of commissions was split up amongst average, ordinary people who are not at the top, people that just want to make a little extra income, part-time, etc.
Right.
These are the facts that I'm giving you, okay? $80 billion, that equates to about $200 million a day, Ben, that are being paid out in commissions. $200 million a day.
That would take like hundreds of years to even count that high. I'm just trying to
fathom a lot of money. Now,
seeing that in a bank account.
Now you say, well, who is that money being paid out to?
Yeah.
The average person, and by the way, let's go to fact number 4. There's over 100 million people combined throughout the world that are involved in a home-based network marketing business opportunity. Over 100 million. Okay. There are 2 reasons why people get involved. Number 1, they like the products and they want to consume them on a wholesale. They want to buy them at wholesale.
On a regular basis. They want them for themselves at a discounted rate.
Correct.
Right.
And so one of the misnomers of the industry that an ambassador like myself speaks on is when people say, well, but a lot of people don't make money in that industry. And I say to them, first of all, can you name one industry, where a lot of people make a lot of money? I'm listening. And they all go, you're right. I know a whole bunch of doctors that don't make any money. Yeah. I know a whole bunch of real estate brokers that got their license, ain't sold one house.
Right, exactly.
Okay? I know a whole bunch of financial planners that they went and got the Series 7 test and all that jazz and still haven't got out first gear,
Right.
So first of all, let's get the facts straight. The facts are that the vast majority of the 100 million people that are involved, they're really nothing more than a glorified customer, because they only wanted to buy the product at the wholesale price versus retail. But the moment we allow you to buy the product at wholesale, the regulators say that we must count you as a distributor now.
Right.
So even though we're lumping you into this big pot as a distributor, hence the 100 million, but you in your mind, you never even had any ambitions about distributing. You just wanted to buy it wholesale.
Right. They thought, oh, maybe, my immediate friends will buy it from me or something like that. They're not like in it to make $1 million. They're probably just thinking, well, I'll buy it for myself. And if one of my friends want to buy it for me, sure, they can.
Exactly. But the key word to what you just said, Ben, was if somebody, they never had any intentions of promoting. And the word promoting means to make known. Yeah. Okay. So what has happened is now going back to the facts here, you now look at this and you say there's 100 million people involved. The average person who gets involved spends anywhere from 5 to 15 hours a week doing their business, 5 to 15 hours a week. Okay. So it's a part-time business designed to fit around your current lifestyle. Okay. Right. And so when we talked about $200 million a day, that is being split up amongst the people that are spending between 5 to 15 hours a week, making a little extra income, some supplemental income, etc.
Right.
So
the 500 to 1,000 that, was designed for, quote unquote, right?
Exactly. Absolutely.
500 to 1,000 bucks
Absolutely.
a month or whatever.
So it's all about helping someone make a little extra income. These are the facts. Let me give you some more facts. Also, 78% of all the people involved are women.
Wow.
That's the truth.
Okay.
78%. Also, more facts. Every 11 seconds, someone is joining a home-based business. Every 11 seconds.
Since we started the show, there's been about a dozen or so,
More than that.
This
Absolutely.
segment, yeah.
Absolutely. Just in this segment,
yeah.
Right? So let me give you some more facts. The United States, out of the $180 billion that was generated last year, the vast majority came through the United States. That's the biggest market.
Okay.
The second biggest market is absolutely China. Okay.
Really?
Absolutely.
Ah, must be a booming industry. I mean, they've got more people than us, so
absolutely
that makes sense.
It is a booming industry. The industry right now is on fire, and this is my most favorite. These last two facts, these are the ones that I am so ecstatic about. Number one, this industry, network marketing, multi-level marketing, direct sales, the thing I used to laugh about, the thing I used to be super skeptical about. This is the highest paid profession in the world behind professional sports. That's a fact.
Is that sales in general, or is that just direct marketing?
That is direct marketing. This is the highest paid profession in the world behind professional sports. That's and incredible. Then let me give you the home run of all home run fact. This industry, network marketing, is responsible for creating more millionaires in the last 2 decades than any other profession on planet Earth.
You're telling me more than doctors, more than lawyers, more than salespeople in general, this industry.
Absolutely, and I'm going to explain to you why. I want everybody to listen. Pull over, baby. Pull over. Pull over. Listen to this. I'm going to tell you why. It's the only industry in the world where you can level the playing field. Let me explain to you this to you. Why? Because it's all about sharing information about a product and sharing information about an opportunity. Okay. And so because of a word called leverage, that's the reason why an average person, be it blue collar, white collar, hell, even no collar, has the potential to make as much as he or she wants to make because of the fact of leverage. It's the old saying of, would you rather make 1% of 100 different people's efforts, right? Or would you rather make 100% of one person's effort?
Right.
And leverage. That's the beauty of network marketing. It gives everyone the same opportunity of gain, as opposed to a traditional business says the guy at the top is the one that makes all the money.
Right.
Okay. Now, the business of network marketing is very, very simple. It's not easy, but it is simple. Anybody that tells you you're going to get rich overnight, run from them.
Right.
But it is a 2 to 5 year game plan that you work on a part-time basis to generate yourself an extra $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month over the course of 2 to 5 years. Now, you have some people that are rock stars that they annihilate those stats and they do it much sooner. But realistically, truth be told, it's a 2 to 5 year part-time game plan to set your family up indefinitely.
And I think that that's what people get the misconception of right there, Romacio, is they think that it's a get-rich-quick thing, and they think that they're going to see immediate results immediately. Any business that starts, it takes 2 to 3 years to even see profit, let alone, make a lot of money.
Well, you're right. In a traditional business, it does take typically a little while to make a profit. However, in network marketing, it's typically less than a couple $1,000s to join one of these. It's much faster. It's typically less than a couple $1,000s to join any one of these companies.
Right.
Okay. And they have typically different entry points that you can get in at for less than a couple grand. But here's what I want you to understand. In network marketing, you can make money very, very quickly. Like, you can make your money back within the first week, first month.
Yeah,
absolutely you can. So the ability to make profit is absolutely insane of how quick it happens.
Right.
But the realistic expectation of someone understanding for them to make an extra $15,000, $20,000 a month, that's going to take you 2 to 4 years, on a part-time basis, unless you're someone that says, hey, wait a minute, I really want to work this a little bit more than 10 to 15 hours a week.
Right.
But on a pace of 10 to 15 hours a week, if I was an average Joe and I can put myself in a position to make an extra $20,000 a month, 2, 3, 4 years later, absolutely. It's a lot better than what I'm doing on a job, right?
That's absolutely right. You know, it takes you away from that daily grind of having to be on the front lines to help you make enough money to pay the bills, but now this is coming in on a residual basis to help you retire. I don't know what to say. If somebody just heard that last segment and they're not called to action to find out more about network marketing, I don't know what will, because you just came with fire and you debunked all the rumors right there.
I'm an ambassador of this industry, and literally my responsibility is to pay it forward. I've been in this industry for now 9.5 years. We've made millions and millions and millions of dollars. We've helped thousands and thousands and thousands of people all around the world. And I feel like, there's somebody out there that's definitely like me. I was a white-collar professional, top of my game, literally, but I certainly wanted to have a better lifestyle. That's what I want. What drew me to the industry, man, was time freedom, number one. We had some money, but I had no time freedom. So there's a lot of people that sometimes don't have any money, and they got a whole bunch of time. Well, some of us are the opposite. We have time, we have money, but we don't have any time.
Right.
But there's a lot of people that got a whole bunch of time and no money. The beautiful thing about network marketing is it helps complete both.
I've got a little BIM here for you before we get back into Romacio, a Ben's inspirational moment. If you're not already, follow me at Seeds to Success on Instagram. I post daily inspirational posters that I highly encourage everyone to follow. If you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. And that's from Tony Robbins.
My favorite.
A big promoter of direct marketing and network sales. He's all about it. It's all about residual income. I'll say it again. If you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten.
That's right.
So if you've never done a direct sale or a network marketing company, now might be the time. The caption I put below is, the key to seeing the results that you desire is stepping out of your comfort zone. Do what feels scary, what makes your stomach feel bottomless. Be the person that makes a difference. Try something different today. Be bold. We must strive for the top shelf lest we fall into mediocrity.
That's true.
We've heard it said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. But yet we so easily fall into bad habits. Why? Because it's easy. We do what's easy. We're natural procrastinators. But we must be taking those calculated risks and forming new habits to see the results that we want. So, Romacio, we've got a couple of minutes left. What are some common things that you hear, some common objections to people when they say, well, I've tried MLM in the past, or, it's not for me, or, you don't understand my situation, or I don't know people?
Listen, let me explain the facts for you. First of all, network marketing is for you. Listen to me and hear me very well, ladies and gentlemen. Every single one of you out there, you buy stuff. If you look in the mirror right now, you're probably wearing some clothes. You bought it. Every single one of you, you make referrals. Where did you get your hair done at?
Mm-hmm.
Where did you get those glasses? Where did you get that jacket? You make, did you go see the latest and greatest Star Wars?
Right.
You make referrals to restaurants, movies. You're already doing network marketing.
That's right.
But you're just not getting paid for doing it. You see, listen to me, guys. This is simple. Every single business, including this radio show, they want you to tell your friends about their product or service. Every business wants to get inside your circle, and they want you to promote it for free.
Right.
Whereas network marketing says, hey, listen, if you were going to buy these things anyway, why don't we go ahead and give you a commission for simply referring your friends and family to get it through your web portal?
Right.
That's it. You're already doing it. So, number one, it is for you. You're already doing it. You don't have to do it full time. You can do it part time. And if you want to, you can do it full time, because I can tell you, last year there were 9.8 new millionaires in the United States alone. 9.8 new millionaires. And as I said, the vast majority, you guessed it, came from direct sales, network marketing.
That's
okay?
Incredible.
So I'm not saying you're going to be a millionaire, so please do not mishear me, guys. What I'm saying is anybody can do this business. Now, let's talk about for the person who's shy, the person who doesn't like to speak.
The introvert.
The introverted
right.
person, the person who thinks you have to be a slick-tongued salesman to do this. That is not how network marketing works. If you're around people that are good salesmen and they're slick, fast talkers, run. Get away from those guys. Yeah. Network marketing is really simple. It's about two things and only two things. You're going to share a video about your company's product with people that you know. Number one, did you catch that? I didn't say sell. I said share a video. You share a little 2-3 minute video and let the video explain like a commercial or like a movie trailer would do.
Right.
Okay. And number two, you'll share a video about an opportunity that your company offers. So you're either going to share the video about the products or you're going to share the video about the opportunity. Always remember, amateurs in network marketing are always trying to sell and convince, while professionals, they sift and sort. What does that mean? Hey, listen, are you interested in making more? Are you open to making more money? If the guy says no, the conversation's over. Done. Hey, listen, do you care about better health? If the guy says no, the conversation's over. Hey, listen, do you care about your health? The guy says yes. Great. I'd love to send you some information. What email or cell phone number can I send you a video to watch some information? Yep. That's it, guys. Always remember, amateurs sell and convince while professionals sift and sort. That's it. It's not a sales game. It's sharing. You're sharing information. And when you share information, obviously, people are going to want to buy it.
Absolutely.
It's that simple, guys.
They're passionate about it. If you're passionate about it, they're going to be passionate about it. You're passionate about the new Star Wars movie, you're going to sell them on it. Our friends just sold me on going to see it. Romacio, you've got everybody fired up. They're hanging on the edge of their seats. What are you doing now? What you started with multi-level marketing, direct sales 10 years ago now.
Mm-hmm. Yesterday, I launched the biggest project of my entire life in network marketing. I have actually chosen to partner with a publicly traded network marketing company that has been around since 2009, and it's doing $20 million a month right now.
Wow.
Taking the company from $20 million a month to $40 million a month in 18 months.
Wow, and double.
Double. And remember, we pay out 50% of that in commissions.
Right.
So here's what I want to tell you is this. Number one, if you're listening, do you care about your health? Do you really care about your health? Well, if there was a major breakthrough that had happened in the wellness industry that's really changing the way that people are talking about health, would you want to know about it? If the answer is that, you've got to see an ABC primetime video about our company.
Excellent.
We have a product that is absolutely incredible. Our compensation plan is stupidly easy. It's very simple, and it's very, very lucrative in terms of the way we pay. But what I want to do is this. If that's you and that sounds of interest, you want to make some extra money or maybe a complete career change or maybe just live healthier, you've got to find out about this product that we have. Our flagship product is the only product in the world that reduces the aging in your body by 40% guaranteed in 30 days.
Wow.
Our product is on PubMed.gov, our product.
Wow.
Our product is backed by Harvard, Ohio State, LSU, 7 patents, 16 clinical studies, many peer reviews.
That's awesome. I want to ask you a couple questions before we wrap up. We've got about 3 minutes left. How do you properly select a direct sales industry or market or company? How do you select the right company to work for? Because there are so many, like you said, there are 1,400 different distributors out there, companies out there, and I'm sure that people are 1 degree separated from somebody that's in one.
Sure.
So can you give us a
Great
couple
question.
of quick
Great
steps?
question. I had resigned from my last opportunity about 8 months ago. The owner of the company was very successful, decided to go a different direction. And so I decided to resign 8 months ago. So for 8 months, I was sitting on the sideline and I literally was identifying my next project. 8 months, because there's 1,400 companies, and I took my time because I knew exactly what I was looking for and I would not compromise. And I'm going to give you, there are 5 key things that you should be looking for when you choose a company. So I can tell you the company that I chose meets all 5 of these and then some, and we're just overly excited about it. But number 1 is leadership. Leadership is everything as it relates to anything. Number 1. You want to look for proven leadership, not only the CEO of the company to make sure you're aligned with him or her, but also the person that you're going to be following. Whoever is going to be enrolling you in the business needs to be someone that's proven, someone that's done it before. That way you don't waste time. Number 2, Timing. I don't care what anybody tells you. Timing is the most important element of business. Think about it. If we were to open up a vinyl record store today, we probably wouldn't be so successful because no one's buying any more vinyl records. So timing is critical. Timing is everything. If you're the last guy on the block, you're too late. Okay, so timing does matter when it comes to becoming successful. Number 3, products. Anybody tells you products don't matter, hang up the phone. Products are everything. Because if you're going to make a residual income, you need people to continuously consume your products. And so when I talk about products, there's 3 things. Number 1, your product has got to be affordable. Number 2, your product has got to be unique. And number 3, your product has got to deliver on its promise. Number 4, compensation's got to be right. And then number 5, the most important one, the system. Remember, the vast majority of people that are going to be in your organization are average, ordinary people. They work a full-time job. They're married with children. They're not salespeople. So the system, the word system stands for save yourself some time, energy, and money. It's got to be simple if you want people to promote it. Because remember, if you don't duplicate, you won't elevate. So the system has got to be duplicatable in order for you to elevate. Those are the 5 things. Thanks for having me, guys. And I hope we brought you some value today.
That's excellent. Romacio Fulcher. All right, we'll send you with Paloma Rush, baby, president. Have an awesome day. Thanks for joining us on the Good Life Radio Show.
Make it pay all of it.